Powerful pocket hit. And the Texan has evened it up.
At 115 pounds, he generates as much power as anybody on the tour, and he gets it from his legs. He gets a good wrist position at the top, but watch him drive through the legs, keep that head steady. And Chris, I just die for this wrist reaction. Boy, he can snap that thing off. Make those pins talk. And what an aggressive shot. Woo.
5 feet 5 inches tall. Attaboy, Dad. He and his wife Maggie. New baby named Dana.
Oh,
10 pin on the right lane for Bryan Goebel.
Well, Goebel's had a half a dozen shots in his first game here and as part of the second game that resemble that. The ball kind of rolls out, loses its energy as it comes to the pocket, and he leaves a 10 pin. He's keeping the ball in play, but if a guy throws a big string at him like Chris Warren looks like he might do, Goebel will have to really lean on it.
If you just joined us, we're in Las Vegas. First match, Bryan Goebel defeated Walter Ray Williams Jr. 235 to 212 with 8 strikes. ABC Sports again bringing you a PBA Tour event to be followed by the Senior Skins game, then ABC's Wide World of Sports.
The full grip of Goebel just sticks his fingertips in the ball and snaps that wrist. There's a real strong shot there. Well, he's got a big pocket. He's ripped the rack, he's carried the wall shot, he's tripped the 4-pin. That gives him about 3 boards at the pocket. That's hard to beat. However, Chris Warren has looked excellent in the early going.
3 in a row for Chris Warren. And there is Dana. Dana, a Elizabeth Warren, 3 months old. Maggie and Chris Warren, her parents.
Chris Warren, the player, the daddy, 1 of 10 children. I wonder if those are in his plans. Got to throw a lot of strikes, that's all I tell you. It's been perfect so far.
Reaction from the standing Republic crowd.
Well, the one thing that's hurt Chris in his career is the one bad shot.
Well,
here he gets an
actually,
unusual shot where he gets 4 pins. And here he has to get the ball over here to the right of the 3-6, drive the 3 over into the 4-7, but the key is to carry out the 9-pin. This is a difficult shot.
3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Oh, man.
Well, the scout
You got it.
The open frame for Chris Warren. We'll take a break and then return.
Ouch.
Today on ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Takes a little coin and then one hand. Oh, so close. That's why they go back. There are winners also, of course. Here's the winner of our first match, 235-212, Bryan Goebel. He has a 2-pin deficit, but he has a strike up. He can lead by 8. And he does it. Oh, Burton.
PBA Tour, right now, David Houston, over $1 million. And David, you're a slow starter. You're in number 2 position. You have any game plan to get out of the gate quickly?
just that. Try to get out of the gate quick, though. The right lane concerns me a little bit. Hopefully I can figure something out. I'm going to try a different ball maybe. The practice didn't go too good, but if I can get by that first match, you never know.
A lot of slow twitch muscles, and if he gets out of the gate in the first game, he could win the title. Back to you, Chris.
Okay. And Bryan Goebel cares that will be a man that may be a problem. Of course, as Bo said, David will be up next meeting the winner of this match, but following an open frame now, Chris Warren shooting in the 5th. There is Mary Warren, mother of those 10 children we were talking about. Delightful lady. Chris took her to Japan as he won the Japan Cup. He also is the 1990 EBC Masters champion.
Power player Chris Warren, a little drift to the left, and he really saw us. And watch this, but watch the wrist action, watch the snap. Here he goes.
Another second.
Makes the adjustment on the left-hand lane for that high hit in the 4th frame. Disappointed with the 10-pin. Has a good technique across lane. Flattens a shot out, throws a rocket over in that corner. Knocks it in. He'll be trailing by 8 pounds.
High game for Bryan Goebel this week was 290 and a 162 for a low.
We're talking about David Houston in his practice. He has a few practice shots in between.
Coming up next on ABC Sports, 4 of golf's greatest names teed up in Hawaii. Bryan lets the awesome 210. And Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Lee Trevino, and Raymond Floyd. They'll have similar kinds of problems, but on a golf course. The Senior Skins Games. That's next, right here on ABC.
For Goebel, he has to get the ball to the left of the 2-pin, drive it over into the 10. Not a tough shot. I'd say the odds for the pros are 3-1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the golfers will dazzle you as well in the Skins Games, though. These pros, incredible.
Good ability, but good technique. You notice the big, powerful hook ball on the first shot. He flattens it out on the second shot, goes for pure accuracy, nails the 2-pin right in the 10, continues to lead the match by 16. Excellent shot. 7th frame coming up.
Bump now, and that conversion was a big one at the midpoint of this game. Bryan Goebel, Kansas. We'll be back.
Find out on the Doritos Super Bowl halftime show Sunday on ABC.
All right, we're back again in Las Vegas as we look at the tournament leader. Short, stocky, dynamic, colorful, Ricky Ward.
Only southpaw in the field, Chris, that he just kind of walked away from the field. A good, solid technique. But here we have 2 power players stuck in a very tight match. Chris Warren with only 1 bad frame. The 4th frame trails by 16. Coming up in the 7th, he's ready to saw on that ball. The solid grip extends that index finger. And look how he rolls it back in his wrist. That's the key, then drives through with his legs.
Textbook. Just like your tips, Bo.
Sometime. Don Johnson, who is a great Hall of Famer, lives in this area, will be on the bowling tip this week. And that ball reminds me of when Mark Roth was so dominant here at the Showboat. Chris, remember how we could just hear the ball crack the pins? Right now, Chris Warren has that going, but he trails in the match by 16. This would be a big shot.
It's true, after all, in 12 years, he has won 5 titles, including the Masters.
I'll tell you, he's worked on his game. He's cut that big loop out of his ball, and now it is talking.
Murmurs Chris
This one's
Murners.
difficult.
Well, we heard David
Boy.
Houston say in his practice, and those are the practice shots in between the games, of the hang spot here on the right-hand lane. Once again, it's evidenced by the 2, 4, 8, 10 split as Bryan Goebel doesn't get the ball to snap around, has a very difficult shot, really should just go for 9 here. Which he did.
Got 9 ups.
All right. Also today on ABC's Wide World of Sports, Bryan Boitano, Katerina Witt, Christy Yamaguchi, and Peggy Fleming headline an unparalleled group of 39 Olympic gold medalists in an encore presentation of Skates of Gold. And from Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami, we'll preview Super Bowl 29. That's at 5, 4 Central, ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Well, the steam is just taken out of his game as he gets a little bit slower on each consecutive frame, not keeping the ball speed up, drifting high on the left, skidding by on the right, and now he's left himself a 4-pin. The best he can shoot now, if he converts this and strikes out, is 216. Chris Warren has him right where he wants him. The cardinal sin of pro bowling would be for a guy like Warren to let Goebel off the hook right now. If he throws a strike, all he needs is a mark in the 10th to lock up the match. This is the big one.
Oh!
Thank you very much. Highs and lows of bowling.
I call this a technology strike, Chris. The head pin goes to sideboard. Without today's modern high reactive bowling balls, you cannot get those pins to bounce back in play consistently like that. In a crucial situation, Warren has put himself in a position where he just needs a good count and a mark to lock up this match.
That strike locks up the match.
And believe me, he'll be tough in the next game. He always is after doing what he's done here in this match.
Known as Mr. Clutch on the tour, he proved it when he had a chance to put the nail in the coffin right there in the 10th. Went right to the solid in the hole. It's going to be Chris Warren against the veteran millionaire out here, David Houston.
So the winner in Tucson, Riverside, and Peoria, Ontario, California, and Taylor, Michigan, is a step closer to another one. Chris Warren.
Let's see. 41
for the winner, Chris Warren. You know, this week's Choice Hotel